Your real age is not written on paper. It shows up in the quiet little changes happening inside your body. You might still feel healthy and full of energy. You might even think you are young at heart. But sometimes your body is whispering something different. There are tiny changes, so small that most people would overlook them. But if you pay close attention, you will notice these changes are not random. Every sign, every detail is like a gentle but clear message. Time is leaving its mark. In today's video, we are going to take a closer look at 4 subtle but incredibly important signs that show up in older men. These are the kinds of signs that not only reveal your true age, but also help you better understand what your body needs, how it is changing, and most importantly, what you can do to take control, stay healthy, and feel more confident every day. Some of these changes you might smell before you see. Others might show up right on your face every morning, or appear in the way you walk, the way you move through your daily routine. And sometimes, the things you thought were just normal could actually be early warning signs that it is time to take better care of yourself seriously. Before we dive in, take a few seconds to leave a positive comment down below. Something like, "I take charge of my body and my age." Think of it as a little promise to yourself. And do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on the valuable content we have coming up. Together, we are building a community of people who live healthy, live with purpose, and embrace aging with confidence, positivity, and a whole lot of character. Now let us take a closer look at each of these signs. 1. The scent of aging. You do not need to check your ID or stare into the mirror to know you are getting older. Sometimes your body speaks up first, in very quiet, subtle ways that are impossible to ignore. One of those signs is body odor. But this is not the smell of sweat from a workout, and it is not from poor hygiene either. This is a unique kind of scent that often shows up as we age, and it can linger to the point of making you feel a little self-conscious. Many people have wondered, why do I still shower regularly, use cologne, and yet there is still this strange smell on me? The answer lies in a biological compound called 2-nonenal. As you get older, your skin no longer produces and releases oils the same way it did when you were younger. Instead, these oils oxidize and build up. That process creates 2-nonenal, a volatile compound that gives off a scent many describe as musty, slightly pungent, and very hard to wash away. The tricky part is, regular soap often does not remove it because it clings deep to your skin's surface and even sticks to the fibers of your clothes. You might not notice the smell on yourself, but people around you probably can. And that can quietly affect your confidence, especially at work, in social situations, or when you are spending time with your kids or grandkids. Many men try switching up their laundry detergent, using stronger sprays, or layering on cologne, but they still cannot fix the root cause. And that makes sense, because very few people know that the problem actually starts inside the skin. The good news is, instead of feeling embarrassed or frustrated, you can take back control and reduce this age-related body odor. First, take proper care of your skin. Look for cleansers specifically designed to break down oxidized oil, not just clean your skin, but neutralize the compounds that cause the smell. These are usually products made for mature skin with gentle yet effective formulas. Second, rethink your laundry routine. Adding a bit of baking soda to your wash or using fabric deodorizing sprays can help eliminate odors that cling to clothes over time. Make it a habit to change out your bed sheets, pillowcases, and undergarments regularly. These are the spots where the smell tends to build up the most. And do not forget, your diet plays a role too. Eating foods rich in antioxidants like leafy greens, berries, green tea, and citrus fruits helps reduce oxidation inside your body. Combine that with drinking enough water, getting proper sleep, and managing your stress, and you will notice a difference not just in your body odor, but in the quality of your skin as well. Most importantly, remember this. The scent of aging is not something to be ashamed of. It is simply a part of the natural process. But understanding why it happens and knowing how to manage it, that is the difference between letting age define you or taking control of how you age. A little care each day helps you stay confident, comfortable, and living as the best version of yourself. 2. Ears that never stop growing. Here is a strange but true fact that many people never notice. While most parts of your body tend to shrink or weaken as you age, your ears and nose actually keep growing. Sounds odd, right? But this is a well-documented biological phenomenon, and most people realize it when they look back at old photos of themselves. Ears are unique because they are made of cartilage, not muscle or bone. Unlike other tissues that stop changing once you reach adulthood, ear cartilage continues to evolve. It often gets longer, softer, and loses elasticity. This happens because cartilage keeps building up over time, and the skin around it loses collagen and elastin with age. The result? Your ears slowly lose their firmness and shift in shape. Another quiet factor is always working against us: gravity. Over time, gravity pulls your ears downward, making them appear longer and more droopy. The process is slow, but year after year, even decade after decade, you can definitely see the difference. That is why people are often surprised when they look at their wedding photos or pictures from their 20s. They say, "My ears never used to be that big." While this is not a health problem, it does affect how we feel about our appearance. Long, sagging ears can make the face look older or more tired, especially when combined with other changes like wrinkles or sagging around the jawline. For men, this is even more noticeable since short hair or a receding hairline makes the ears more visible. It also affects how we see ourselves in the mirror. A lot of people cannot quite figure out what changed, but they just know something about their face looks different. And in many cases, it is the subtle change in their ears that plays a part. Because it happens so gradually, we often miss it. So, is there a way to slow this down? The good news is, yes, there is. While you cannot completely stop cartilage from growing, you can slow down the aging process of the skin around your ears. Start by moisturizing the skin around your ears every day, just like you do with your face. Use products that contain collagen, retinol, or hyaluronic acid to keep the skin firm and elastic. Also, protecting your ears from the sun is super important. Many people forget that ears are directly exposed to sunlight, and ultraviolet rays are a major cause of collagen loss. So, when you go outside, apply sunscreen to your ears, wear a wide-brimmed hat, or use headphones or ear covers when needed. And for those who feel really bothered by the way their ears have changed, there are non-invasive cosmetic treatments available. Nowadays, options like fillers, laser treatments, or radiofrequency skin tightening can help improve the look of the skin around your ears without needing surgery. At the end of the day, longer ears are not a flaw. They are simply a real part of the aging journey. But when you understand what is happening and take care of yourself, you can feel more confident every time you look in the mirror. Yes, age may show up on your face, but you get to decide how to respond to it. 3. Calves that disappear. When people think about how the body changes with age, most immediately picture sagging bellies or less toned chest muscles. But there is one part of the body that quietly transforms in a way most people do not even notice: the calves. One day, you might look down and realize that the firm, full calves you used to have become slim, maybe even shrunken. This is not because you lost weight. It is actually a clear sign of muscle atrophy. Muscle atrophy is a process where muscle mass slowly decreases over time. In older adults, this happens quietly but consistently, and the calves are often one of the first areas to be affected. There are three main reasons why your leg muscles, especially the calves, begin to shrink as you reach your 60s and 70s. First, it is due to a decline in hormones, particularly testosterone and growth hormone. These hormones play a key role in maintaining muscle mass and strength. When their levels drop, your body gradually loses the ability to regenerate muscle tissue. The change is so subtle, you may not even notice it at first. Second, it comes down to reduced movement. Once you retire, you might walk less, or after a minor fall or injury, you start avoiding using your legs too much. Even if it is unintentional, being less active means your muscles are not getting the stimulation they need to stay strong. Calf muscles, in particular, respond directly to walking, climbing stairs, sitting down and standing up. When these activities decrease, your calves begin to weaken. Third, poor blood circulation in the lower body can speed things up. When blood does not flow well to your legs, your muscles do not get enough nutrients or oxygen, and that speeds up the breakdown of muscle tissue. That is why so many older adults feel their legs tire quickly. Notice that their calves feel soft or wobbly, or find that standing for long periods or going upstairs feels way harder than before. Here is the real problem. Losing muscle in your calves is not just about how your legs look. It has real consequences. Your balance can suffer and your risk of falling goes up, and falls are one of the leading causes of hospital visits in older adults. On top of that, weak calves make walking more difficult, take away your sense of freedom, and turn simple tasks, like climbing stairs or standing up from a chair, into real challenges. But here is the good news. You can improve this if you take action early. You do not need to hit the gym or do intense workouts. Even simple at-home exercises can make a huge difference. Try doing daily heel raises, gentle sit-to-stand squats, or walk up a slight incline for a few minutes each day. These movements wake up the calf muscles, boost circulation, and keep the muscles from going dormant. Also, your diet plays a big part. Your body needs enough protein to repair and rebuild muscle. Add lean meats, eggs, tofu, or plant-based protein sources to your meals. In some cases, you might consider supplements like leucine or creatine, both known to help maintain muscle mass in older adults, but always check with a healthcare professional first. One more helpful tip: regularly test your leg strength. Try standing on one leg for a few seconds or getting up from a chair without using your hands. These small tests can show you where you stand and help you figure out the right plan to stay strong. 4. The stubborn belly. There is one change that often catches older men by surprise. The belly keeps getting bigger, while the arms and legs seem to get thinner. This does not just affect your appearance, it is also a sign that your body is going through a deeper internal shift known as age-related fat redistribution. Here is the issue. The older you get, the harder it becomes to maintain muscle mass, especially as testosterone, the male hormone, begins to decline. Testosterone is not just about sex drive. It plays a huge role in keeping muscle, boosting metabolism and helping prevent fat buildup. When this hormone drops, so does your muscle mass, and muscle is the body's main calorie-burning engine. Less muscle means slower metabolism, which means extra calories do not get burned off the way they used to. Instead, they get stored, mostly around the belly. But that is not the only reason. Another hidden factor is chronic stress. When you live with constant worry, sleep poorly, or are under pressure, your body produces more cortisol, the stress hormone, and cortisol happens to be belly fat's best friend. It tells your body to store fat right in the center of your body as a way to protect itself during times of perceived danger, even if all you are really facing is a tight deadline or a bad night's sleep. As a result, even if you are not eating more or changing your habits, your waistline keeps expanding. The real danger? This belly fat is not just under your skin. It builds up deep inside, around your liver, heart, and other organs. This is what we call visceral fat, and it is the main culprit behind many serious health issues, from heart disease, high blood pressure, and type 2 diabetes, to memory loss and cognitive decline. But do not worry, there is a clear strategy to reduce belly fat effectively, even after the age of 50. First, start incorporating resistance training, exercises using light weights, resistance bands, or even just your body weight. These help you rebuild muscle mass, which naturally boosts your metabolism. Add in moderate aerobic activity, like brisk walking or gentle cycling, to burn fat without putting too much strain on your joints. Next, focus on your nutrition. Cut down on refined carbs, white bread, pastries, and processed sugars that spike your blood sugar and insulin. Instead, eat more fiber from vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. This helps stabilize blood sugar and reduces fat storage. Stay hydrated, eat slowly, and get quality sleep. These small habits have a big impact on your waistline. Most importantly, change the way you look at your body as you age. A bigger belly is not just a cosmetic issue, it is a message from your body. Your waistline is not just about how others see you. It is about what is happening inside and whether your body is getting the attention it needs. And remember, it is never too late to change. Whether it is a light workout, a healthier meal, or a good night's sleep, every small step is a move in the right direction. You are choosing to come back to yourself, stronger, healthier, and more in control of your body with each passing year. Even though none of us can escape the marks of time, how we respond to those changes is what truly sets us apart. Awareness, action, and consistency are your most powerful tools to stay confident, healthy, and full of life, not to fight aging, but to age on your own terms, with intention and control. If what you just heard made you reflect and realize something important for yourself, then please hit the like button, share this video with a man you care about, and subscribe so you do not miss any of the valuable content coming up next. And before you go, leave a comment down below, something like, "Age does not control me," or any positive affirmation that reflects your commitment, because every great journey toward a stronger, better life begins with one small choice: awareness and action. Wishing you strength, clarity, and a whole lot of positive energy as you embrace every stage of life with purpose. See you in the next video, where I do not just share knowledge, I bring you the inspiration to live more fully every single day.